Most people think that forgiveness is about letting someone else off the hook, but that is not what forgiveness is really about at all. I think real forgiveness is about releasing the version of you that was created in a chapter that's already over. Because here's the truth: you cannot manifest a new life while your identity is still organized around an old story. You can understand the past, you can talk about it, you can feel into it, you can even feel at peace with it for sure, but you could still be living from it. And today I want to talk about what is beyond forgiveness and why releasing the past is not about being nice or spiritual. It is about finally becoming who you're meant to be next. Welcome to Infinite You Beautiful Souls. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, soul-led success coach, and intuitive empowerment guide. And here on Infinite You, I am here to help you align with your soul, shift your unconscious programming, your stories, your paradigms, whatever you need to release so you can consciously create and manifest your next chapter, your best life, whatever you want to be, do, have, and experience this time around. And so if you know you are meant for more, stick around because we talk about identity, alignment, becoming, and what it really takes to step out of old patterns and into a new way of living and creating. So welcome. If you are new here, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And if this conversation resonates with you, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, and definitely comment, and let's get right into it. Most people think that forgiveness means letting go of resentment, making peace with what happened, or not being angry anymore. And that is fine, but that is just a beginning. But at a deeper psychological and energetic level, that's not where people stay stuck. People stay stuck because the nervous system, your identity, the beliefs that make you you, and your self-concept are still organized around that old chapter. You don't just remember experiences, you become shaped by them. You build protective identities, guarded identities, hyper-independent identities, or wounded identities. And long after the event is over, those identities are still running your life. And here is the distinction that changes everything. There is a difference between remembering something, understanding something, and organizing your life around it. You can remember without living from it. You can understand without being governed by it. The problem is not the memory. The problem is the identity that was built to survive it. A lot of people try to create a new life by visualizing, affirming, hoping, or thinking positive. But here is the truth. Your future self is not created by wanting more. I want to say that again. Your future self is not created by wanting more. Your future self is created by letting the old self stop being in charge. If your nervous system, your decisions, your boundaries are still being run by the version of you who was hurt or rejected or disappointed or had to survive, then that version of you is still leading your life. And it could feel like fear, like scarcity, like not enoughness, not having that sense of self-worth. So here is a simple way to understand how the past stays alive. The event, what actually happened, the story, what you made it mean, and the identity, who you became because of it. Most people try to forgive the event. Real freedom comes from releasing the identity. It has nothing to do with the other person, right? The other person could have been your teacher, your guru, something that you chose that was meant to be on your path in this lifetime in order for you to become. I talk about contrast a lot. Things come to us in our conscious awareness, so we get to decide who we are and who we are not, right? So here's the deeper psychological truth. Your nervous system doesn't care about time. It cares about patterns. It cares about safety. So if an old chapter taught you, don't trust, don't open up, don't be vulnerable, don't need, don't hope, don't ask, your body and your identity may still be living by those rules. So even if your conscious mind knows better, this is what's really going on. And that is why people say, I've done the work, but why am I still here? Because the work is not just understanding. It's not an intellectual process. The work is becoming someone new. It is energy. It is psychology. It is absolutely making a decision about what feels really right and aligned for you. This is where soul comes in. This is where your body is giving you messages. This is where your emotions become your GPS, right? It is an integrated mind, body, soul process. It is intentional. And remember, this is all about opening up, all about expanding, all about seeing yourself in the highest version of who you are. And for those of you that are listening, you know that you're called for more, right? This video is all about each and every one of us who knows at the soul level we are being called for more. More what? More purpose, more meaning, more fulfillment, more abundance, more, satisfying that deep calling in our souls, right? We know we are all God's children, right? And when we get this calling, that is what I'm talking about. And so here are 3 powerful questions to begin releasing the past at the identity level. The first question is, where in my life am I still making decisions from an old version of me, right? Are you in fear mode? Are you in scarcity mode? Are you in worry mode? Are you in not enoughness mode? So kind of like dial in the emotion and the thought that kind of comes to you when you ask, where in my life am I still making decisions from an old version of me? And then ask, what story about myself am I still protecting, holding on to, identifying with? And the last question is, what would I be if this chapter were no longer running my life, my nervous system, my thoughts, conscious thoughts, my subconscious thoughts? And then this one, what would my future self choose here? Your quantum self, your future self, your most amazing self that you see in your mind's eye. Who is that person? Move beyond your wounded self, beyond your protective self. Step into your becoming self. You get to decide. You are a sovereign soul. You are God's child. You are on your own journey. And this really, really matters. And the thing is that it's not self-serving. It's not selfish, because when we become the best version of who we are, that expansive, amazing version of who we are not only uplifting and expanding our own consciousness, we're contributing to the collective consciousness. We become better for ourselves and every single one around us, who we love, who we don't love. It's all in the collective. And so from a deeper perspective, I see it like this. Your soul is not asking you to relive your past. It is asking you to graduate from it. You are not here to keep proving what happened. You're not here to keep ruminating, to be attached to old versions of who you once were and what you experienced. You are here to become more than it. And so if this resonates with you, I would love to know in the comments. Definitely go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, hit that notification bell if you want to be reminded of when I come out with notified of when I come out with my next video. And if you want more support in this work, releasing old identities, creating your amazing reality, alignment, energy, spirituality, manifesting, all of those things for your next chapter, your next season in this new amazing energy, this new beginnings, that 9-year cycle is over. You can go ahead and join my free newsletter. You can join my Infinite You community on the school platform. You can definitely schedule a breakthrough session with me. All of the links are below. And I just want you to remember this. Forgiveness is not the end goal. Becoming, expanding is the end goal. You do not need to fix your past. You need to stop living from it. Forgive all of the people who really were your teachers in one way, shape, or form. And when you do, you know that your future self finally will get to take the lead. You know who you are, use discernment, and have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all next time. Namaste.